exceptional. I mean, honestly, I think, outside of maybe that one day in Vegas, which we all want to kind of forget about for poor Kyle. I mean, that was just a tough day for everyone.
Can we throw that whole series out the window?
I would love to do that, actually. Yeah, but honestly, that was a really tough stretch for him. But outside of that, he's been magnificent. And again, a kid that we had targeted to, for a while to be able to access, and him putting in the work to do what he's doing now has just been a ton of fun to watch.
Always appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Matt.
Likewise. Thanks, Josh.
We'll have more coming up with Matt, but when we come back here to Busch Stadium, I'll get you the starting lineups for Game 1 of this twin bill. It's the Brewers and the Cardinals coming your way next on the Brewers Radio Network.
Looking for service you can trust? The Boucher Service Centers have you covered. Your home team for auto care, from Kenosha, West Bend, Waukesha, Janesville, and everywhere in between. Right now, get tires for just $1 over cost. Plus, great deals on batteries and brakes to keep you safe on the road. And don't miss this, oil changes starting at just $79.95, including a full safety inspection and tire rotation. Learn more at Boucher.com. Drive with confidence, service with Boucher. Boucher Automotive Group. We ride with you every mile.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Be our eyes on the road. See something out there that I should know about?
Traffic accident southbound 894 south of Beloit Road. Do have the right lane blocked.
Call me, Debbie Lazaga, on the WTMJ traffic tip line, 414-238-9329.
About 2 miles past Bryan Road, there is a car fire on the right shoulder.
The drive affects you. Why not be part of it?
Debbie Lazaga, I want to thank you for the wonderful, wonderful job you do every day.
Give me a call, 414-238-9329.
Step up to the plate for a new career with Ironworkers Local 8. Our members build the stadiums, bridges, and skylines across the eastern third of Wisconsin and the entire Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Ironworkers Local 8 offers industry-leading wages and benefits exceeding $84 an hour, along with top-notch training and lifelong opportunities in the skilled trades. More than just a job, it's a brotherhood that cares about our members, their families, and the communities we help build. Visit IWL8.
Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not?
Right? He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where are you going? He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
is the second baseman. He'll hit number 6. Nathan Church in center field, about 7th. Jose Fermin had a couple of hits last night. He'll be the third baseman and number 8 batter. And Jimmy Crooks, a new catcher of late for the Cardinals, behind the dish, batting 9th against Miz. Today's umpires presented by Cannon and Dunphy. Clint Vondrak calling the balls and strikes. Edwin Jimenez at first. Jen Powell, the call-up umpire, at second. And the crew chief, Todd Tishner, is at third. Cannon and Dunphy, Milwaukee's premier personal injury attorneys. With over $1 billion recovered, they're your advocates for justice no matter the size of your case. Cannon and Dunphy, experience, results, justice. First pitch right around the corner. We get a busy day of baseball going in just moments. Lane has more of the On Deck Show right after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
Save big money in your next painting project now at Menards. From your kitchen and bath to doors and trim and even your ceilings, Dutch Boy has the perfect finish for your painting projects. Dutch Boy's Durafighter is a tough paint and primer that provides great scrub resistance and durability. Save big on Dutch Boy paints. Plus, view our weekly flyer on Menards.com and get your painting project started today.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, if you live in Wisconsin and you're not eating dairy, I got questions. Because this is a state where Farm MacGyver fixes equipment with duct tape and hope. Where farm talkers film chores like it's content. So support your local dairy farmers. Just look for the Proudly Wisconsin Dairy Badge. Then drink the milk, eat the cheese, melt the butter. Don't skip on the ice cream. And visit borntodairy.com to meet the farmer.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
What a moment for Sean Keys, his first major league home run, and it gives the Blue Jays a 5-0 lead.
Night is over for Taj Bradley as he sets a season high and ties a career high with 11 strikeouts here tonight. 5 innings, 1 run.
Mickey has had one kind of evening.
Homer in his first at bat, a double in his second at bat, and then a huge triple that got the Rockies back in the game.
3 home runs today for Dansby Swanson. 7 home runs today for the Cubs. Have fun, Wrigley Field. Enjoy it. It's 22-3.
Junior Caminero not wasting any time at all to extend that streak of home runs.
It's getting a little bit ridiculous for Junior Caminero.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Lewis throws on the first and just does get Kendall. He doesn't agree with that call. Now out comes Lloyd McClendon again. And now Lloyd McClendon has been tossed.
And he just kicks some dirt and he's upset. And he's going to pull first base out and take it with him.
He's walking away with the first base bag. And I guess he's just going to walk off with it to the delight of this crowd.
Well, we've got an opener alert. Matt Svanson. He's been a bullpen arm all season, but he pitches the first inning, at least today, for the Cardinals to begin the doubleheader against the Crew. Milwaukee has a chance to win 6 consecutive games against their division rivals. They'll do it with a victory behind Miz here in Game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. Wrapping up the On Deck show built by Menards, let's take a drive around the league preview. Presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Later tonight, Cubs at the Baltimore Orioles, 5:35 Central. Chicago coming off of winning 10 of their last 13 to begin a 6-game trip with Matthew Boyd on the mound. Pirates and Paul Skeens, they host the Atlanta Braves at 5:40. Skeens, by the way, we'll get into this later. Pirates have lost the game the last 9 times he's pitched. And Philadelphia's in Cincinnati at 6:10 to start a series. Zach Wheeler and Andrew Abbott, a couple of ace-type pitchers. Fans, we're ready to roll with the game, which is brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. Start your journey with confidence. We ride with you every mile. Visit Boucher.com. Svanson, then we'll see who's going to pitch for the Cardinals here today. Lane Grindle, it is all yours for the play-by-play.
All right, buckle up and get ready for a long day of baseball here in St. Louis. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. Ready to go on this Tuesday afternoon. 18 innings of baseball in front of us, at least. Christian Yelich to lead things off against Matt Svanson, making his 74th appearance of his big league career first start. And he misses outside with a breaking ball, and we are underway. It's 1-0 on Yelich. Yelich hitting .239, 6 home runs, 26 driven in for Christian. Svanson's pitch, a swing and a miss. Cutter that ran in, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 84 degrees at first pitch. 1:15 got underway on time here this afternoon in St. Louis. Yelich takes outside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. First pitch of Brewers baseball brought to you by Carbliss, premium cocktails in a can. Stop at your local retailer and stock up for the game for your next tailgate. Carbliss, less is more. 2 balls and 1 strike on Yelich. Svanson brings home the pitch and a liner down the right field line. This is hooking, and it'll land fair and then bounce up into the stands. It'll be an automatic double for Christian Yelich to start up the top of the first inning for the Crew. So a good start for the Brewers. Yelich smoked that ball at 107, his 11th double of the year. $75 to the MAC Fund, courtesy of Westspin, the silver lining. And good news for Spencer Davis of Toma, because Spencer is our contestant in the quick trip around the bases, which is, of course, presented by Mamba Candy. Here's Jackson Churio. Churio hitting .292 on the year. First pitch swinging. Fly ball to center. This is going to be playable for Church. Backpedaling a couple of steps. Now gets behind it, makes the catch. Tagging is Yelich on his way to third. Here's the throw. It's not going to be in time. Good base running by Yelich. And a productive out for Churio. And the Brewers have a runner 90 feet away with less than 2 outs for Bryce Torre. As Spencer is our contestant, so if the Brewers score in the first inning, Spencer will win a $100 Quick Trip gift card, compliments of Mamba Candy and Quick Trip. Stop in and pick up Mamba Magic Sticks or Mamba Berry Tasty at Quick Trip. Here's Terang, .268 average, 12 home runs, 53 driven in. Infield is in. He takes the first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. 9-game hitting streak for Terang. Svanson out of the stretch here, the 0-1. And that one's fouled out of play. backing over the screen, and it's 0-2. Turang had the big hit last night, the 2-run single to left. Put the Brewers on top. Yelich is at third with 1 out here. The 0-2 pitch is up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bryce. Leadoff double from Yelich. Churio, a fly ball to center that got Yelich to third, and now Turang trying to get him in. Swanson's 1-2 pitch is fouled out of play, third base side. And he'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 34 appearances this year for Swanson. As we told you, no starts, 37 2/3 innings. He's given up 28 earned runs and 31 runs overall in that stretch. 6.69 ERA coming into today. 1-2, Turang, a roller foul just past Spencer Allen in the first base box. And there's already action in that Cardinals bullpen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count here is Bruce Zimmerman, the one-time Brewer. And when I say one time, I mean one time he was a Brewer last year in September. 1-2 pitch. Turang fouls that one back and out of play. And the battle continues at 1 ball and 2 strikes. He made a start in San Diego at the end of the season on that last road trip. He joined the team here in St. Louis. He was a part of the Brewers celebration when they clinched the Central here at Busch Stadium. Here's the 1-2. Inside to Turang, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. At least 8 pitches in this at-bat. Bryce putting together a really nice battle against Matt Swanson, who is the opener here today for St. Louis. Two pitch, swung on, and a foul tip held on to by Jimmy Crooks. Turang strikes out. That is a big out for Matt Swanson. This is probably Swanson's last batter he'll face. One would think that Zimmerman would come in and face Bowers if this inning extends any further. Contreras hitting .291, 9 home runs, 51 driven in on the year. Runner at third and 2 away here, top of the first inning. First pitch, and Contreras, a ground ball, slowly hits it short. Fielded by Weatherholt. He will throw to first in time to retire Contreras, and the Brewers unable to cash in on the leadoff double from Christian Yelich. We go to the bottom of 1. It is the Brewers 0 and the Cardinals coming up on the Brewers Radio Network.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
Here's Eldridge. Boomed a double to deep left center field off the wall. That one out towards right center field and deep. Eldridge on July 4th into the second deck. 458. 6-3 Giants. And just a monster home run.
Holy spectacle. Foot down early.
Whoa.
High, let it fly, and he knew it. That's a big man hit it.
Woo, boy.
The first inning is brought to you by Lakeland University. A leader in evening and online education, Lakeland University offers flexibility designed for working adults. Earn a degree your way.
William Contreras made the last out of the top of the first inning. He was hitting cleanup today. Cleanup hitting home damage at Loyal Family, located in Muskego. Serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. J.J. Weatherholt leads things off for St. Louis. 0 for 4 in last night's contest. Jacob Mizorowski on the mound for the Crew, the Missouri native. First pitch in there for a strike on a fastball at 101, and it's 0-1. Weatherhold hitting .266, 13 home runs, 36 driven in on the year. The 0-1 from Miz, and it hit him. Curveball plunked him on the shoulder, or somewhere on that front side at least. And the Cardinals get their leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the first. Every hit batter is brought to you by Havish and Rotier. Being hit at the plate or in a car can be a serious matter. Havish and Rotier, Wisconsin strong for 95 years with 13 statewide locations. Havish and Rotier, national reputation, hometown service. Here's Ivan Herrera. First pitch is way outside of the cutter. And it's 1-0 on Herrera. .252 average, 10 home runs, 39 driven in for Herrera. Went 0 for 4 in last night's Brewers victory. Mizorowski kicks the leg in the pitch. Ground ball to second base. Slow rollers, so Terang charges it and throws to first. And retires Herrera. Kind of cued off the bat. Almost like it got in enough and he got his hands inside of it, but got jammed a little bit. So 4-3 on the putout. Runner at second is Weatherholt with one away. And here's Alec Burleson. .281 average, 14 home runs, and 63 driven in the year for Burleson, who pinch hit in the ninth inning of last night's game. And is 0 for 1 in the series. Swung on and fouled back behind home plate. And it's 0-1. Brewers baseball being brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer with great taste and only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Nothing in one on Burleson here. Mizorowski brings home the pitch and a swing and a miss at a good curveball. It's 0-2. Trying to work around the leadoff hit by pitch of J.J. Weatherholt for Miz. He was brilliant his last time out against the Cardinals. That was Memorial Day back in Milwaukee. Had a no-hitter going into the sixth. Ended up giving up a run. 0-2. This ball is hit high in the air to left and playable for Churio in just a couple of steps. Saunters underneath, makes the catch. And there's two away. That'll get Jordan Walker to the plate for St. Louis. Ended up going 7 innings, the 1 run, and 12 strikeouts in that start for Jacob Mizorowski back on Memorial Day. He's had some good success against the Cardinals. Remember, he made his debut against the Cardinals in June of last year. Long hold for Miz before the first pitch to Walker. Brings it home, and this is lined out to left. It's hit well, and it's going to get way out of here for Jordan Walker. 2-run home run, and the Cardinals strike first. Cutter at 95. It was down the middle, and Jordan Walker hits his 21st home run of the season. He is putting together a special campaign here in 2026 for St. Louis. And the Cardinals take an early lead over Jacob Mizorowski and the Brewers. 106 off the bat. It went 386 down that left field line. Here's Lars Nootbaar. First pitch is up and away with a fastball at 101. And it's 1-0. Gave up 2 home runs in that last start against the Reds. And now a home run here in the first inning against the Cardinals for Mizorowski. 1-0 pitch. This is lined to left. Right in the tracks of Churio, and then he came in on it, and it sails his head and a roll to the wall. It'll be a double for Nootbaar on a ball that Jackson should have caught. Misjudged it. Came in on it, and by the time he realized it, too late. Ball was hit hard, but again, that is a ball that Jackson Churio should catch. First reaction was 2 steps in. And now here's Brian Torres. Mizorowski's first pitch just threw there with a fastball at 102, and it's 0-1. So a hit batter, a 2-run home run, and now the double with 2 outs from Nootbaar. Mizorowski's 0-1. That's a cutter in the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. Brewers will have to play from behind. That is nothing they haven't been able to handle in the past. We saw them erase a 3-0 deficit last night to win 4-3. 0-2 pitch. Missed outside with a fastball at 102. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Torres down on strikes, and the inning is over. But the 2-run home run by Jordan Walker, and the Cardinals.
Carpenter reaches out, makes a catch. Wow!
Carey snares it and saves the day.
Snagged by Ortiz, throws to second. They get the out there. That is as good a play as you will ever see at third base.
And he's going to try to go to third. Juan throws on the money. He's a dead duck. Not only a gold glove, but a golden arm as well.
Walls reaches out to his left with his back to the infield and makes the catch. A no-look catch by Taylor Walls.
Super Sal. It's not a bird. It's not a plane. It's Sal.
Fiducia is being waved home. Collins' throw is perfect.
And Isaac Collins said, not here, not now, not in this 6th inning.
Caught by McGonigal at third with a leap.
Tough play for Karras. Can he get Sanoa? You bet. How strong is Karras' arm? That was from the outfield grass.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
We go to the top of the 2nd inning. Cardinals with a 2-0 lead here in game 1 of this doubleheader. Jake Bauers to lead things off for the Brewers. Bruce Zimmerman takes over on the mound for St. Louis. Told you he was a Brewer for 1 game last year. Made a start in San Diego at the end of the season. Zimmerman making his Cardinals debut here this afternoon, and he drops a slider in there for a strike on Jake Bauers, and it's 0-1. Had been pitching in AAA Memphis. 3.78 ERA. Had been very good recently in AAA. The 0-1 is a little soft flare towards second base. Back a couple of steps as Torres to make the catch. And there is one away for Garrett Mitchell. Zimmerman will be the bulk guy today for St. Louis. One-time Baltimore Oriole. Zimmerman's first offering to Garrett Mitchell is a slider in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Before the first pitch or after the final out, give your ride an all-star clean at Tsunami Express. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. Zimmerman's 0-1. And Mitchell took a strike on a curveball that time. It's 0-2. Brewers had a threat in the top of the 1st inning after a leadoff double from Yelich. They stranded him at third. Mitchell, very good night last night, 2 for 3 in game 1 of this series. 0-2 is hit towards left. Back a couple of steps, and to his right is Nootbaar to make the catch. And there's 2 away for Sal Freeland. So Zimmerman has retired the first 2 Brewers he's faced on just 5 pitches. And here's Sal, 242 average, 3 home runs, 31 driven in. Had a big double in last night's game. Part of that 7th inning for the Crew. Zimmerman's first offering to Sal is popped up. Foul territory, back behind home plate, now to play. It's 0-1. Brewers playing from behind here this afternoon after the 2-run home run from Jordan Walker in the bottom of the first off Miz. Here's the 0-1. Frelick, a chopper at the plate. That got a piece of his front leg. He goes down to a knee and now goes for a little walk, trying to get some feeling back. You could see the pain initially from Frelick as his head tilted back as he went down to that knee. But Sal, one of the toughest guys in the game, doesn't take very long before he gets back into the box. No balls and 2 strikes on the Brewers right fielder here. Zimmerman brings home the 0-2 pitch. That one's popped foul and out of play, third base side. Do it again at 0-2. Cardinals defensively, Newbar in left, Church is in center, Walker's in right. Fermin, the third baseman. Weatherhold at short, Torres at second, Burleson at first. Crooks does the catching. The 0-2 to Frelick. And a ground ball hits the side of the mound and then carries out to Weatherhold, who fields it by the bag at second, throws to first in time. And the Brewers down in order in the top of the second. We go to the bottom 2.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that?
I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, Can of Corn.
Easy fly ball.
Nothing Cardinals as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Mizorowski back out there. A 14-pitch first inning for Miz. Nathan Church to lead things off for St. Louis. Swung on and fouled straight back on a fastball at 102. It's 0-1. Bottom 3rd for the Cardinals after they sent 6 to the plate against Miz in the first inning. Church, Fermin, and then Crooks to hit. The 0-1. Church flinched at a fastball up and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, it's been a great season so far, and we're on the other side of 81 now. This is game number 90 here today. We'll play game 91 later tonight. 1-1. Missed a little low with a curveball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. So now it's time to take it home. Make sure you've got plenty of great tasting Usinger sausage on hand. We're talking about Usinger's vac-packed brats. 2-1. Fly ball, left field, long run for Churios. Still on the move into foul territory. A basket catch, and it popped out of his glove. And Jackson unable to come up with the catch. Good effort from Churio. Closing on that. Had to navigate that little sidewall there where there's a point, and so that's a little bit tricky. He got himself into position to make the catch, just didn't find itself in the glove cleanly. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Nathan Church. Now, vac-packed brats, you know what that means? It means they'll stay fresh right through the World Series, so you better stock up now so you have them. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Nathan Church. Miz brings home the pitch, a swing and a miss at a curveball. It's his 2nd strikeout of the day. Ortho ASAP strikeout for Mizorowski. Don't strike out, get back to the active lifestyle. You wanted Ortho ASAP. See a specialist today at orthowisconsin.com. Here's Jose Fermin. Got an all-star battery here this afternoon for the Brewers with Contreras behind the plate, Miz on the mound. First pitch is ball that missed low. It's 1-0. He is mixing the secondary stuff a little bit more prevalently here in the first couple of innings, it would appear. .1-0 pitch. Fastball right through there. 103. That's his best of the day. 1 ball and 1 strike on Fermin. Fermin hitting .273, 3 home runs, 17 driven in on the year. The 1-1 pitch. That was up and in all the way back to the backstop. A fastball of 102.9. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Brewers have Churio in left, Mitchell in center, Frelick in right, Ortiz the 3rd baseman, Pratt the shortstop, Terang at 2nd, Bowers at 1st, and Contreras does the catching. 2-1. Hit foul down the right field line and out of play. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He was late on a fastball at 101.7. Two and 2 is the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 103.5 on the radar gun. Miz's best fastball of the day. Another Ortho ASAP strikeout. And after that double surrender to Newbar, Miz has said, fine, I'll do it myself. And he struck out the next 3 that he's faced. And now here's Jimmy Crooks.
Nice to know you can just reach back and do that.
Isn't it? First pitch to Crooks. Swing and a miss. 103.7. He is climbing with the velo here in the 2nd inning. No balls and 1 strike, and Crooks took his time out. I would too if I were him. What was that? No balls and 1 strike. Miz kicks, delivers, and nailed the outside corner with the fastball at just 101.3. It's 0-2. Crooks might have been able to see that one. Miz looks in. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 103.3. And Miz strikes out the side in the bottom of the 2nd. We go.
You know, in Boston, every now and then you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
Here's Trout, 2 for 2. And Trout jacks one to left field, way back there, and gone! Mike Trout turns back the clock again. He homers on back-to-back days to begin the baseball season.
You never want to take for granted watching a future Hall of Famer. He looks fantastic. The bat speed is there. Oh, man. I mean, and you get goosebumps thinking about how good that player is and how good he still is.
Well, if you look at the infield, they just came out and put, diamond dry everywhere except where McKinstry needed it right here, and he loses his footing.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain.
With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I'll ever remember.
Wait, Shaw got a chance. They counted it, though. They did.
Yeah, that looks like it would have been a home run, fellas.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Stored. Visit zbar.com today.
We go to the third inning, a 2-0 Cardinals lead, and stepping in with the play-by-play, here's Josh Maurer.
All right, thank you, Lane. The Brewers right where they want them. Playing from behind early, that's been the case pretty much the whole road trip, and that's not been a problem. Cooper Pratt's going to lead off against Bruce Zimmerman, and he hits one deep down the left field line, hooking into the corner and foul. Close to home run distance. Not sure it would have made it out, but it was still about 10 feet wide. 0-1 on Coop. This is the fourth game in a row that the opponent scored first. A couple by the Diamondbacks, now the first two by St. Louis on this trip. The 0-1 coming. Just missed a little bit up and away on a curveball, did Bruce Zimmerman. And how about this? The Cardinals are going to play an important doubleheader against the first place team they're trying to catch in the division, and they're going to do it with essentially two starting pitchers just came up from AAA today. 1-1. Outside on Pratt, it's 2-1. It's Bruce Zimmerman, the bulk guy here for game one. And the 27th man is going to be the starter in game two, Hunter Dobbins. He was also with Memphis as of yesterday. But they've got a 2-0 lead today. And here's ball three on a splitter on Cooper Pratt, 3-1. Pratt hitting .204. This is 19th major league game. No homers. He's driven in a couple. The hitters count here. Zimmerman sets right at the belt. Kicks in the 3-1. Outside, he walked him. Cut fastball, missed the corner, and the Brewers have the leadoff man on base for the second time in 3 innings. The other one was a Yelich double that began the first. Walks presented by Ortho ASAP. When a pain can't wait, walk right in. Same day access to specialists. Starting link faster at orthowisconsin.com. Good speed at first. Number 9 batter is Joey Ortiz to the plate.
Cooper's at-bats on this road trip have really looked better, haven't they?
Very much so. First pitch, Joey takes outside. Close again, but missing the corner with Zimmerman, ball one. Yeah, he's been seeing a lot of pitches, putting better swings on the baseball. And he can really steal a base. 6 for 6 as a big leaguer in stolen base attempts. 1-0 pitch is upstairs on Ortiz. Maybe you don't do anything until Zimmerman proves he can throw a strike this inning. He has missed with 6 of the 7 pitches, and it's 2-0 on Joey. Hitting .209, a couple of homers, and 20 driven in. But over the last week, he's got 5 RBI. Pratt takes his lead. Nobody's out in the 2-0. Down and in. Cutter, it's 3-0. Third inning brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going across town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Ortiz certainly would take at least 1 strike here, you'd think. 3-0 coming. He looks at it. Down the middle. There's a strike from Zimmerman. 3-1, Yelich and Churio will follow Ortiz. The Brewers had a chance against the opener Swanson in the first inning that they could not capitalize on. Then Jordan Walker hit a 2-run homer. Snap throw to first by Zimmerman, not in time to get Cooper Pratt, who dived safely, and Burleson decided it was too much effort to try to apply a tag. Wouldn't have had him. Didn't reach. Now we're going to see a lot of Joey, you'd figure, through the All-Star break, with Hamilton now on the injured list. 3-1 coming. That's a strike. Took it over the outside corner, knee high, 3-2. David Hamilton injured his hamstring last night. And the news right before game time is that he's been placed onto the IL. So we won't see him until after the break. We didn't get any specifics on how severe the hamstring injury is. Pat Murphy found out about it, the IL stint, after he'd met with the media. Nobody's out. Runners going, 3-2. Fly it into the gap in left center field. Long run for Nuthbar. He won't get there. It lands and bounces to the fence. Pratt around third. He will score. Joey Ortiz chugs into second base. It's an RBI double. And the Brewers on the board in the third, 2-1 St. Louis. Joey stays hot. He slugged that ball up. Elevated slider from the lefty Zimmerman, and he pulled it into the gap. 2 bounces and off the fence.
4 for 10 on this road trip, and there's been some hard contact that doesn't show up in those numbers as well.
Now Yelich. Brewers back within 1. Christian doubled the lead off the ball game. Lefty versus lefty here. Zimmerman's pitch is a little bit high, ball 1. So now, since the beginning of last week's Red Series, Joey Ortiz has driven in 6. $75 donation going to the MAC Fund from West Bend Insurance. The silver lining for every Brewers double. The 1-0. Yelich takes at the knees. Strike. 90 miles an hour with sink from Zimmerman.
It was not one, though.
Nope. Data says low. Clint Vondrak is the home plate umpire here today. We haven't had a challenge yet. Ortiz at second. The 1-1. Ground ball towards the middle and through. Past the diving Weatherholt into center. Ortiz will come around third and score the tying run. It's an RBI single by Christian Yelich. 2-2 game here in the visiting third inning. 3 straight have reached. Christian Yelich 2 for 2 here this afternoon. It's another breaking ball. Ortiz hit a hanging slider. That was a hanging curveball from Zimmerman. Well, they're doing their big inning early today, it looks like, Lane. They had to wait till the 7th inning on Sunday and Monday. Brewers want to keep it going. Here's Jackson Chourio. Nobody out still. And the pitch. Splitter drops it in for a strike. Jackson flew to center field back in that first inning. Bruce Zimmerman's not going to overwhelm you with velocity. It's kind of the opposite of Miz here today. The 0-1 down the middle. 90-mile-an-hour strike. That is one that generally Jackson wants to get after, but it's 0-2. He looked at it.
You go back to this inning, I just think Cooper Pratt set the tone with a good AB. Gets himself on board, and just good to see Joey looking confident at the plate.
Yelich, a great base runner, leads, and the pitch is low on a splitter, 1-2. Joey, as I said, because of the fact that Hamilton's out now, probably for a couple of weeks, I mean, you're looking at maybe every day at bats. The guy that's replacing Hamilton on the roster, Greg Jones, can play some infield, some outfield. 1-2. Pitch coming. Fouled back. High cutter. Jackson took a rip and hit it into the screen. It remains a ball and 2 strikes. Zimmerman's last 2 outings, very good. Really, last 3 at AAA. He'd only given up 2 earned runs in 16 2/3 innings with the Memphis Redbirds. But this is a different story here. 2-2 the score in the third. The 1-2. High on Chourio with a cutter. That was 91. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 31 years of age now, Bruce Zimmerman. Heard a lot last season when he spent pretty much the whole year at AAA Nashville. He was a well-liked guy in that clubhouse. 2-2. Ground ball to second, and it's right at Brian Torres behind the bag. Fields steps on second and throws to first and doubles off Chourio. As tailor-made as a tailor-made double play ball gets. Ground ball right to the second baseman, standing 2 steps from the base. And it's 2 out, bases empty.
But your only hope there was it was headed right for the bag. The hope was maybe it would hit the bag. And that could have been some good fortune for the Brewers, but it stayed up and never got down to the bag. And yeah, as you said, the easy play for Brian Torres.
So here's Bryce Terang. 2 out, 2-2 the score. And the pitch is a slider in at the knees for a strike. Well, Jacob Mizorowski hasn't gotten a ton of run support of late. So nice to see the offense pick him up relatively early in this outing here in the third after he gave up the Walker home run. The pitch is up and in on Sarang. 1 ball, 1 strike. Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee has major wins on deck. Play with your rewards card for a shot at cash, reward play, and new Toyotas. Visit Potawatomi.com for details. Sarang struck out his first time with a man at third base. The 1-1. Chopped foul up first base line. 1-2 the count. Does appear that Miz has settled in nicely, thank you, after that Jordan Walker homer and subsequent Lars Nootbaar double. He's struck out 4 in a row, and he got angry in doing so. 2 out, the 1-2, swing and a miss, and a cutter. Sarang strikes out. First for Bruce Zimmerman, and that retires the side, but the Brewers played a couple. Ortiz RBI 2-bagger, Yelich run scoring single. 2-2 with Miz back for the home.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
Thinks it's strike 3. Robert, you're thinking about that favorite restaurant. The count is 3-2. Houston players are leaving the field. The count should be 3-2. The most decisive second strike ever called. He's trying to keep from laughing and smiling. Whoops.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas.
Is a big home run for personal or business finances? Don't just bank with anyone. Tri-City, your hometown bank.
101.5 on that one. Now, Miz has struck out the last 4 batters that he's faced. Got the bottom 4 on the lineup card in order. Trying to get Weatherholt, the 0-2. He did, swing and a miss, 102.8. Kept it out away from the left-handed hitting rookie. That's 5 consecutive strikeouts for Mizorowski. Ortho ASAP, and so he has settled into the outing. Ivan Herrera, Alec Burleson, the next 2 due up, beginning with the DH Herrera, grounded out back in that first inning. First pitch coming. Swung on and popped foul into the seats. Third base side. Here's a safe driving tip from Schneider and their professional truck drivers. Distracted driving puts everyone at risk. Stay focused and drive safely. Thank you to Schneider. 0-1 on Herrera. Power threat. Takes down and away with a curveball there from Mizorowski. The Brewers haven't totally committed to the plan for Mizorowski leading up to the All-Star break. We know he's headed to the All-Star game for the 2nd year in a row. Each of his first 2 big league seasons selected. 1-1 down and away again on a curveball. It's 2-1 on Herrera. If he stays on his regular turn, he would pitch Sunday in Pittsburgh. So get 1 more start to end this 11-game road trip before the break, and then thus not be eligible to participate in the All-Star game. And I think it sounds like that's what the Brewers are going to do, but that's not been confirmed. They have tried to sneak in some extra days of rest for him when possible throughout the season. 2-1 pitch. Drilled deep and way out of here to left. This is a massive home run by Ivan Herrera, and the second already today by the Cardinals against Mizorowski. It's 3-2 St. Louis. Way out of here towards Big Mac land. They haven't been cheap. Walker's 2-run shot that direction in the first, and now Herrera, his 11th of the season here in the third. St. Louis right back in front. Mizorowski starting to give up louder contact these last few starts than we had seen in that amazing stretch that he'd been on. Now Alec Burleson up there hacking, and he fouls the pitch back up over the screen and out of play. So 1 out, base is still empty, but a run in on the home run by Ivan Herrera. Now the pitch is up and away, and it's 1-1. That was a 102.4 mile an hour fastball that Herrera hit out by plenty and left. It's impressive that these hitters are doing that. 1-1 to Burleson's down and in on a curveball. It's 2-1. Remember what Sal Stewart of Cincinnati did in the last start when Cincinnati hit 2 home runs against Mizorowski. Stewart hit one about that velocity 2 over the fence. Burleson fouls one down the left field line, but slicing out of play, 2-2.
It felt like we went about 6 weeks without an extra base hit allowed for Miz. So it is just startling to see.
These are big league hitters. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball towards first base. Behind the bag, but foul played by Bowers. Just wide of it, and it remains 2-2. 3-2 St. Louis. When the game is on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. Now the 2-2. Grounded foul again by Burleson, so he'll see a 7th pitch. Two home runs, 3 runs total after he gave up 5 runs in 5 innings to the Reds last start. 2-2 pitch, grounded up the first base foul line again, wide of the bag, and he'll see an 8th pitch. Will Alec Burleson, who flew to left his first time, elevating Mizorowski's pitch total here with 1 out in the third after the long home run by Ivan Herrera. On deck is Jordan Walker. Mizorowski ready in the 2-2. Chopped foul again. Threw him a slider that was pulled off the first base dugout fencing. Pitch number 9 is coming up. From Miz to Burleson. Jacob peers in at Contreras and gets the sign that he wants. Brewers won the opener of this 5-game series last night. This is game 1 of a doubleheader today. The pitch grounded in play to second base. Worm burner fielded by Terang. Burleson decides I'm not going to run hard, and Bryce throws him out by 9 or 10 steps. So battle won by Miz on a good curveball. Took 9 pitches, but he gets the second out in the third inning, and Jordan Walker will come up for a second time. Matt Arnold was my guest in the pregame show here today, and he said that the Brewers are, of course, going to be mindful of Mizorowski's pitch counts as the pitch is fouled off by Walker. 104 miles an hour. He knew that Jordan got him for the 2-run shot last time and said, let me get a little extra juice. One of the fastest pitches you'll ever see. 104 up, fouled back. Now the 0-1. Outside, 103 if you round up. Anyway, Matt Arnold said Jacob feels good. All the data we have says that he's still just as strong as ever, so they're giving him free rein to pitch. Walker swings and pops one up. Shallow into center. In comes Garrett Mitchell. Out goes Terang. Nobody called him off, so Bryce goes 20 steps and makes a lunging over-the-shoulder catch. Dealing with the partly cloudy skies.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's time for another road trip. We're heading to Birdland. Welcome to Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Opened in 1992, Camden Yards set the standard for new ballparks. Creating the retro classic aesthetic of brick and steel, nestled into a bustling downtown neighborhood, Camden Yards breathed new life into Orioles baseball. Just steps from the Inner Harbor and a short walk from Babe Ruth's birthplace, Camden Yards is steeped in unique history and tradition. The 100-year-old B&O warehouse is a lefty's dream target in right field. Take a stroll on Utah Street and be on the lookout for bronze baseballs embedded in the road. These plaques mark where home runs landed over the right field fence. And of course, in 1995, this was the scene of Cal Ripken Jr. breaking Lou Gehrig's long-standing Iron Man streak. Join in on the Unified during the national anthem. Feeling crabby? Grab some loaded fries from Local Fry. Or maybe head over to Boog's Barbecue and indulge in the delicious 92 crab cake sandwich. The city of Baltimore loves their O's and their ballpark.
The best sounds you can get.
It's back, track, bye, baseball.
All season long. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Kind of wild. We've seen Mizorowski give up 4 homers over his last 2 starts. The most recent one from DH Ivan Herrera has given the Cardinals back the lead 3-2. We go to the 4th inning. The Brewers batting William Contreras against the bulk reliever Bruce Zimmerman. Pitches up and away, ball 1. Lane, to your point about extra base hits, Miz before that start against the Reds had given up 3 total in his previous 11 starts. Now the 1-0 dropped in a slider at the knees to Contreras. Did Zimmerman 1-1. 3 extra base hits in over 72 innings. The Reds and the Cardinals have gotten a few good swings on him. Now the 1-1 outside, 2-1 on William.
It's really how you have to beat him is clip a couple home runs. I mean, you're not going to string a ton of hits against this guy typically.
Contreras grounded out to end the first with a runner at third base. Zimmerman with a 2-1. Ground ball towards third, fair ball. Diving, stopped by Fermin. Gets to his feet, bounces a throw across, and got him with an incredible play. Jose Fermin, play of the series. Diving behind third base, ended up in foul territory, got up and bounced the throw across in time to Rob Contreras. 1 away for Bruce Zimmerman. Contreras snake bitten a bit at the moment. That's as good as you'll ever see from a third baseman. We saw that so much from the Cardinals and Nolan Arenado the previous few years. So 1 out, and here's Jake Bauers here in the 4th, and he'll take upstairs, ball 1. Helping out Zimmerman in this emergency appearance coming up from AAA today. Bauers popped out. He was the first man Zimmerman faced. Takes upstairs 2-0. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Brewers Radio Network. Bauer swings and ropes it into the right field corner, a 2-0 pitch, and he lines it down and off the wall on a few bounces. Played in by Jordan Walker. Jake Bauers goes into second base standing up. He's got a 1-out double to put the tying run into scoring position, and that's how we welcome you back to Busch Stadium. Playing game 1 of a day-night doubleheader. It is the Brewers trailing the Cardinals 3-2. So the Cardinals have had surprisingly loud contact thus far against Jacob Mizorowski. Josh Maurer with Lane Grindle and producer-engineer Kent Sommerfeld. Brewers trying to win the first 2 games in this 5-game series. Bowers at second, 1 out for Garrett Mitchell. Zimmerman's pitch. Chopped foul very softly to the backstop. Every double means a $75 donation to the MAC Fund from West Bend Insurance, the silver lining. Mitchell flew to left against Zimmerman a couple of innings ago. Had it not been for that great defensive play by the third baseman Fermin, Brewers probably already have a run in this inning. A 1 pitch. Down low to Garrett Mitchell. 90 miles an hour with sink. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carbless is a proud partner of the Brewers. Premium ready-to-drink cocktails, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. Find it at the ballpark or at your local retailer. Carbless, less is more. Well, you know, if you've been following us, how hot Garrett Mitchell's been at the plate. He swings and lines one on a hop to the shortstop. Good play in shallow center by Weatherholt. Spins and throws, not in time. Mitchell beat it out using his speed. Staying at second was Bowers. He did not advance to third. He thought maybe J.J. Weatherholt was going to be able to catch that on the line. Instead, he backed up, as I said, onto the outfield grass and played it on a bounce. So it's an infield single for Mitchell, but the tying run does not go to third. It stays at second base. It's generally one where the runner would be able to advance, but I think Jake just got a little fooled.
I could give him some grace on that one.
Yeah, again, you're just not sure if the shortstop's going to catch the ball on the fly, and if you start running to third and that happens, you'll get doubled off. So Sal Frelick comes up, third straight lefty versus the lefty Zimmerman. And he bunts the ball, but he jabs at it and bunts it foul right in the box.
Ball's also hit so hard and got to him on one hop that it's a little atypical of a ground ball hit behind you, right, as the runner.
So 1 out, and again, that only out here in the 4th inning was a great defensive play. 3-2 Cardinals. First and second they lead. The 0-1 to Sal. Popped them up. Shallow into center. Play for Nathan Church. Coming on in. Easy as they come. Waits with the sunglasses on. And Church squeezes out number 2. So it'll be up to Cooper Pratt. Runners stay at first and second base. Pratt walked to start a 2-run rally last inning. Drive Around the League is presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Nobody else has a day game today in baseball. We are the only show going. Big spot for Pratt. Zimmerman's pitch. Inside corner, called strike 1. Brewers are now 2 for 6 in this game, hitting with runners in scoring position. Only one of those 2 produced a run, though. They've been giving themselves chances against first the opener Sponson and now Zimmerman for 3 innings. The 0-1 to Pratt. Swing and a miss. At a splitter, it's 0-2. Other games involving the Central later today. Cubs at Orioles. That's at 5:35 Central. Braves at Pirates to start a series with Paul Skeens on the mound. Pirates reportedly getting some bad news today. Jeff Passan telling us that Connor Griffin has a torn tendon in his hand. He might be out a month. Remember, the Brewers are going to Pittsburgh to end this trip. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a splitter. They'll retire the side. Brewers threatened but fail to score, stranding a couple of hits. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-2 St. Louis on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Stork Candy. Stop into your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Werther's or Mamba product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Be sure to try Werther's Original, Mamba Magic Sticks, or Mamba Berry Tasty. Details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Don't sit on the sidelines. Grab your favorite Werther's or Mamba product, fuel up, and get in the game to win big this Brewers season. Quick Trip and Stork Candy, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
For every mile of highway,
every bridge connecting our communities. The skilled union laborers of Liuna, Wisconsin are on the job. They're building and maintaining the infrastructure our Wisconsin residents, industries, and economy depend on every day. So when you see construction signs, orange barrels, and flashing lights, please slow down. Those work zones protect Liuna's skilled men and women. Strong roads, strong bridges, stronger Wisconsin. Liuna, feel the power.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS Hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. From the ways you love to move, to the ways you need to move, and the ways you want to move. Movement looks different for everyone. That's why we specialize in you, providing the expert care you need for all the ways you move. To schedule an appointment, visit prevea.com/ortho.
Carbless, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails.
0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten.
At the ballpark or your local grocery store. Carbless.
Less is more.
Now the Brewers unable to get the tying run across, despite a couple of hits in the top of the fourth. So Mizorowski back to work, still trailing in the game 3-2, and Lars Nootbaar is going to greet him. First pitch is up and away, ball one, 100 miles an hour on the 47th pitch of the outing from Miz. Nootbaar doubled the opposite way over Churio's head in the first. The 1-0. That's a strike, 99.5 miles an hour on the outside corner. Mizorowski struck out 5 straight batters. Then Ivan Herrera hit the home run last inning to put the Cardinals in front for the second time today. 1-1 pitch lifted into left, foul, slicing away from Churio, and that'll be well into the seats. 1-2 on Lars Nootbaar. This is his first start of the year against the Brewers. He's on the injured list coming off of heel surgery all the way into June. So got a late start this year, did Newt. He's been hitting well for St. Louis since he came back. The 1-2 high, and it's 2-2, 102.6 miles an hour. Mizorowski has his sign in the 2-2. Swing ground ball past the mound at the second baseman. Terang gets around it, plays it four-handed near the bag, and throws out Nootbaar. 4-3 on the grounder, one away. Retired veterans turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. You think Brian Torres selected I Want It That Way as his walk-up song? Well, first pitch is high, ball one to Brian.
There's no good way for me to answer that without just totally guessing.
I was just wondering aloud. Yeah, I was kind of.
Maybe you thought I had the answer.
He takes ball two, just missed 100 miles an hour, I guess, high from Mizorowski, 2-0. Yeah, it was actually a little outside. I was pretty impressed if he did select the Backstreet Boys.
I'm going to go with that he did.
2-0 pitch. Torres swings over the top of a 101-mile-an-hour fastball.
He's super jealous that the Brewers were in Vegas and Nick Carter threw out a first pitch.
That's right, he did.
Yeah, so he would have loved to have had a picture with him before the game.
He struck out his first time up against Miz. Takes fastball low. It's 3-1. Mizorowski has not walked a batter. He did hit the first batter he faced today. And even in that start where he gave up the 5 runs against the Reds last Thursday, he had 0 walks and 10 strikeouts. 3-1, high fly, right field and deep. Frelick going back with just enough room. A couple of steps in front of the fence makes the catch. He did not want it that way.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Well done.
Just missed a home run against Mizorowski to Brian Torres. Instead, it goes into the books as out number 2 in the fourth. 3-2 St. Louis.
If I was doing a Backstreet Boys song, I would do Backstreet's Back. I don't know if that's the name of the song, but you know the one I'm talking about.
All right. Nathan Church.
Don't do that.
Takes low ball one. No, don't do that. I did.
Nathan Church loves country. His uncle Eric has had a great career.
Really has. Lots of hits. Best song is Springsteen. 1-0 pitch. Fouled back up and out of play on a 100.5 mile an hour Mizorowski fastball. You know, we were talking about how Matt Arnold said that the indications are that Miz's arm feels just fine, even though he's on pace to throw the most innings he's ever done in a year. 1-1 pitch. Flied foul out of play by the lefty Church, left field side, 1-2. You look at the radar gun readings here, even as he's given up a little bit more hard contact these past few starts, the velo still looks great.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything different. It's just, look, it's a long season, and these are great hitters.
1-2. Grounder foul. Reached out away from him and poked it wide of third to Church.
It's just super unfair that he set the bar so high for himself that anything that's not superhuman in terms of the numbers in a start, you're kind of like, huh, what's up? Well, nothing's up.
1-2. Down low with a curve. 2-2 on Church, who struck out his first time. Yeah, the bar that he set in that 8-start stretch from the beginning of May into the middle of June, where he had a 0.17 ERA for 8 starts, it's impossible to live up to that standard. 2-2. Fly to left, backing up Chourio. He's got a play right in front of the warning track, and near the line, Jackson squeezes out number 3. No strikeouts, but
Pete Crow Armstrong is a walking highlight reel in the outfield, but on Monday night, he put together an offensive tape for the ages with his first career cycle. The Cubs star has been on a tear in June, posting an OPS north of 1,000 since the month kicked off. Things are going so well for the 24-year-old right now that even the toughest parts of the cycle were no challenge.
A bleacher souvenir for PCA.
PCA opened the game with a 434-foot leadoff blast to right center, and followed that up with a triple in the third.
Home run, first at bat, triple, second at bat.
After a 5th inning double, he made history in the 7th, recording the 13th cycle in Cubs history and becoming the first Cub to do it in reverse order.
Left to right, he did it! And the fans are loving them some Pete Crow Armstrong here.
PCA's perfect day helped the Cubs mount a late comeback and cap off a historic night.
Cubs win! Sing it!
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Visit PellaWR as we hit the 5th, and the Brewers chasing a run. 3-2 St. Louis. And here's Lane back with the play-by-play.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. Joey Ortiz to lead things off against Zimmerman, who's thrown 48 pitches thus far. And first pitch swinging, a fly ball to center. Church back into his left a few steps into right center to make the catch. Sunglasses on as he pulls that one in, and there's one away for Christian Yelich, who's 2 for 2 this afternoon. A double and an RBI single for Yelich. Time for a vibe check. A cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Big vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check. Trailing 3-2 in the top of the 5th. Zimmerman's pitch is down and away with a cutter. And it's 1-0. Zimmerman's 1-0 pitch. And Yelich, a fly ball to left. It is shallow. Coming in is the left fielder Newbar to make the catch. A couple of easy outs for Zimmerman here. Very quick like. 2 down in the top of the 5th inning. As Jackson Chourio strolls to the plate, he is 0 for 2 today. A fly out to center and hit into that double play back in the 3rd inning. That's one of the bigger at-bats of the game so far. It looked like the Brewers maybe were going to be able to put up a big number in that third inning. Had to settle for just the 2. Zimmerman brings home the first pitch, and Churio took outside with a splitter. It's 1-0. Cardinals pretty thin from a pitching standpoint here today for this doubleheader, so the Brewers would love to take advantage of that. 1-0 pitch, and Churio able to check on a pitch down low with a splitter, and it goes to 2 balls and no strikes on Jackson. 0 for 6 in the series. He's due. Had a good series in Arizona. Has been good over his last month plus. 309 average, 11 home runs in his last 33 games. 2-0 pitch. Churio took outside with a slider, and it goes to 3-0 on Jackson. Zimmerman up over 50 pitches. This will be number 55 that he's about to throw to Churio. And Jackson took a strike at the top of the zone with a sinking fastball at 88. It's 3-1. Again, a lot of empty seats here. It's just so weird coming to St. Louis the last few years and seeing how many empty seats there are. We had a lot of them last night. 3-1 is another strike with a slider. And it's full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Used to be you come here every night, it would be jam-packed. Doubleheader today, a little bit understandable this afternoon. Cardinals playing good baseball. 3-2 pitch. Jackson popped it up. Foul territory. It'll be Burleson over by the first base dugout, reaching up and making the catch. And the inning is over. Brewers go down in order in the 5th against Zimmerman. We go to the
Murakami to pull. 1-2 from Sandy. That one cut on and missed. And Murakami swings over the top of it. Another punch out for Munetaka Murakami.
Well, I'm going to say that was a changeup.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a nasty pitch down and away from Murakami.
Got him! Changeup! 2 away.
Boy, this has been Picasso, Rembrandt, everything put together. With the way he's worked on the mound, with the stuff he's had, the location.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mizorowski at 62 pitches. A Cardinals 3-2 lead. It'll be Fermin, Crooks, and Weatherholt to come to the plate for St. Louis here in this 5th. First pitch to Fermin is turned on and hit foul and out of play down the left field line. That goes into the 4th deck. Way foul. And it's 0-1. Fermin, a strikeout victim back in the 2nd inning. It's been an interesting start for Miz. He struck out 5 in a row from the end of the 1st. 0-1 is low with a curveball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Through the beginning of the 3rd, the last out of the 1st, struck out the side in the 2nd, and then struck out Weatherholt to start up the 3rd inning. The 1-1 pitch is up and all the way back to the backstop. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Those are the only 5 strikeouts he has today. A stretch of 5 straight batters. Otherwise, the Cardinals have put the ball in play against him. 2-1. Chopped foul at the plate, and down in a heap is Fermin. That got a piece of him, and he went down almost immediately. Now he pops up, going for a little walk. Trainer running out to check on him. He looked like he was in some severe pain initially. He's waving off the trainer, I think, and trying to say he's okay, but now he's got his hands on his knees, catching his breath, bat back in his hand. Trainer is walking with him. I think he's trying to avoid it and say, I'm fine. But they want to check on him a little bit here before he continues this at bat. And trainer heading back into the Cardinals dugout. And see where that got him. It looked like it might have been chopped straight down and then bounced back up and got him. I never saw a replay of it to be able to tell exactly where that got a piece of Fermin. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slider. And there's the 6th strikeout of the day for Jacob Mizorowski. Another ortho ASAP strikeout. And there's one away for Jimmy Crooks. Crooks, a strikeout victim, back in the 2nd inning. Miz has dominated the bottom of this lineup. 6 through 9. Torres, Church, Fermin, Crooks. None of them have reached against him so far today. Crooks swings on this pitch and fouls it straight back into the net. It's 0-1. Award-winning Pine River cheese spread, Cedar Crest ice cream, and frozen custard, and of course Usinger sausage. Those are 3 Wisconsin originals, 3 summertime favorites, and if you live here, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you should move. 0-1. Swing and a miss for Crooks. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Seriously, if you didn't live somewhere that had Cedar Crest, Usingers, and Pine River, what are you doing? So move. Move to Wisconsin. This is a Wisconsin tourism ad along with a Pine River cheese spread, Cedar Crest ice cream, and Usinger sausage ad. Once you've tasted the best, forget the rest. 0-2 pitch. And missed down and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And when you move, hire a moving company. Make it easier on yourself. They'll pack that deep freeze for you that will keep you those Usinger sausages and the Cedar Crest ice cream frozen for you. This one's fouled back into the net. 1-2.
3-part ad. For the movers.
Really. Yeah, 5-part ad. Added into that, too. I won't give you a company. They're all good. Just don't ask me to do it. My back.
I like it. You're a spokesman for the Department of Tourism.
The great state of Wisconsin. The 1-2 pitch. And chopped foul by Crooks. Stays at a ball and 2 strikes.
Listen, I'd hire you to be an advocate for our great state.
Yeah.
You speak very well.
Me do sometimes. Yeah, thank you. 1-2 pitch to Crooks. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a curveball. Strikeout number 7 for Mizorowski. And there's 2 away as it turns over to the top of the order now in J.J. Weatherhold. In all seriousness, and I've said this a million times on the broadcast, people aren't going to hear something they haven't heard from me before. Wisconsin is so undefeated in the summer. The weather, all of the outdoor activities, water sports, fishing, golfing. First pitch to Weatherhold is a ground ball to first, picked by Bowers. He runs to the bag. And then Jake looks up to the booth and says, I agree with you, Wisconsin's awesome. But that's as much as we can say about it because the inning's over.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
Sometimes artifacts in the collection at the Hall of Fame can tell multiple stories. This is the earliest known Yankees baseball cap in existence. It tells a story of a very early baseball cap and of a guy who just had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. But there's actually a hidden story inside this cap. There's another name written in the cap. So who's Dolan?
Or dreams.
Sixth inning is the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Our contestant is Chris Griffin from Madison. Chris will win a gift card jackpot of $550 if a member of the crew hits a home run this inning. 3-2 Cardinals. Zimmerman back out there. Turang to lead things off for the crew. And the first pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. $100 added to the total for each additional home run this inning. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. Visit WTMJ.com for official contest rules and details. Turang, a fly ball into left. Playable for Newt Barr. In and to his left a couple of steps, makes the catch. And there's one away in the Brewers' half of the sixth. Chris Griffin, our contestant, also the name of Peter Griffin's son in the Family Guy.
Yes.
If Jeff were in the booth, he would do some great Family Guy impersonations. He has a very good talent for that. I do not, so I will spare you of the impressions. Here's William Contreras. The pitch is over but low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Action in that Cardinals bullpen. George Soriano is getting loose. Zimmerman brings home the 1-0 pitch, and Contreras was stepping out of the box as the pitch was brought home and missed inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Contreras 0 for 2. He's grounded out both times. He was robbed of a hit by Fermin back in the 4th inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and backing out of the box again. That time he took a curveball for a strike. It's 2-1. Cardinals with 2 home runs against Mizorowski today. A 2-run home run from Walker in the first and a solo home run from Herrera in the third. They lead it 3-2 here in the top of the sixth. 2-1, and Contreras flinched at a splitter that landed for a strike. It's 2-2. That was a splitter that was left up about belt high. Wouldn't have been a bad pitch to try to get after for Contreras. Zimmerman's 2-2 pitch is popped up first base side. Backing up a few steps onto the outfield grass is the first baseman Burleson. He makes the catch. And there's 2 down for the Brewers here in the 6th. That'll get Jake Bauers to the plate. He doubled against Zimmerman back in the 4th inning. He is 1 for 2 today. Offense been a little quiet today on a day where you thought maybe they'd be able to throw some things together. They have 5 hits in this game. 3 of the 5 have been extra base hits. Pitch is a little bit inside and maybe a touch high with a cut fastball. It's 1-0 on Jake Bauers. Brewers trying to put together a 2-out rally here. See if they can get some traffic on against Zimmerman. Here's the 1-0. Bauers rips one in the air to right. This is going to be a tough play for Walker on the move. He won't get to it. Over his head. He gets it on a hop before it gets to the wall. Bauers hustling to second, sliding in there with his second double in his many at-bats. That is the 4th double today for the Brewers as a team. $75 to the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Spin the Silver Lining. And the Brewers will try to put something together here with 2 outs as Mitchell comes to the plate. He singled back in the 4th. It is 1 for 2 today. He is 3 for 5 in this series. So that tying run is in scoring position here for the crew. Zimmerman brings home the first pitch to Mitchell. Missed outside. It's 1-0. Brewers are just 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position so far today. It has been a stat that has been a challenging one for them for the last couple of weeks, despite being one of the better teams in baseball in that category leading into this stretch. The 1-0. And Mitchell, a liner into center, coming in and dropping in front of the center fielder Church. Around third is Bowers. Here's the play at the plate. He's safe. Oh, it's a good throw from Church as he came in and charged that ball quickly. It looked like Crooks had a shot to get a tag on Bowers. The Cardinals will hold things up and see if they want to challenge. Ollie Marmol still holding things up, and they're going to have them put the headsets on. For the moment, the Brewers have tied it at 3.
St. Louis is challenging the safe call at home plate.
Challenges are brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Important that it was called safe on the field. That means you have to have clear and conclusive evidence to overturn this one. It just depends where the tag is applied. The throw beat him to the plate, Josh.
It is an unbelievable throw.
I mean, it's just an incredible throw by Church. The tag is the question. I haven't seen where the tag gets applied in relation to where his hand is with the plate yet. The left hand gets in there. I don't know. The throw beats him by plenty, but he doesn't tag him until he gets him on the back leg, Josh. This might take a while in New York.
Boy, if it's me, I think his hand is there before that tag. It's going to be hard to say it's conclusive to overturn it.
It's a big play, so I get why the Cardinals would challenge this for sure. And I think if this is called out on the field, it might stay that way, but it might stay the way it was called on the field here because he was called safe. That would be my best guess, is that this is going to stand and that the Brewers are going to have this game tied at 3. But it is a challenging play to kind of sync up where the tag comes in relation to where the hand gets to the plate.
The call on the field is confirmed. The runner's safe. St. Louis loses the challenge.
Not just stands, confirmed. And that language is important. That means that they were able to determine not only that they couldn't for sure say he was out, they could confirm he was safe. Great throw from Church to give them a chance, but a good job getting in there by Bowers on the slide. I think I said Mitchell earlier. Of course, it was Bowers. Mitchell is at second because he gets there on the throw. An RBI single for Garrett. 3-3 ball game. Here's Sal Frelick. And the pitch is high, and it's 1-0.
It's a great piece of base running, too, by Garrett Mitchell to take second base there. That could be a very important 90 feet if Sal gets a hit.
Mitchell, 2 more hits today after 2 hits last night. 1-0 here on Frelick. Zimmerman raises the leg, brings home the pitch, and Sal checks on a curveball down and away. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Big 2-out rally here for the Brewers. The double, then the RBI single. And now a chance to take the lead if Frelick can come through. Zimmerman up to 70 pitches now. Brewers have out-hit the Cardinals 7-3 in this game. And we were just saying in the break before this inning, it feels like the Brewers have wasted some doubles in this contest. They don't waste the 2-out double from Bowers here. 2-0 pitch. Frelick took a strike on a slider, and it's 2-1. Frelick 0 for 2. He's grounded out. He's also flied out to center. Here's the 2-1. And Frelick a chopper to first. Big hop for Burleson. He'll flip it to Zimmerman. Diving was Frelick. Frelick thought maybe he was safe. He's called out. Brewers will hold it up to see if they want to challenge. It was a close play at first. Zimmerman was a little late getting over to the bag, but the Brewers won't challenge. It'll be an out, and the inning is over. But the Brewers get it tied on the RBI single from Garrett Mitchell. It's a 3-3 ballgame as we head to the bottom of the 6th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers.
Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the two teams that left New York. And then subsequently the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up, and this was the jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
Another breaking ball, skied to left. And this ball is gonna, it hit a bird!
You believe that?
Bird! I've never seen that.
Well, I've heard of birdies in golf. That's the first birdie I've seen in baseball.
Santana's probably thinking a bird in hand. That's the first ew of the 1987 season.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
One, keepers of the trade. Looking for a high-paying, hands-on career? Start your future at steam601.org.
We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. The Brewers and Cardinals tied at 3 in game 1 of this doubleheader here this afternoon. Jacob Misiorowski at 74 pitches. First pitch to Ivan Herrera is through there for a strike with a fastball at 101. Herrera gave the Cardinals the lead in the third inning with a solo home run. That put the Cardinals on top 3-2 at that time. He is 1 for 2 in this game. Lines one down the right field line, but foul. And it's no balls and 2 strikes on Herrera. Brewers just getting it tied with a 2-out rally in the top of the sixth. This will be a tough part of the lineup to navigate for Misiorowski. Herrera, Burleson, and Walker. The 0-2 pitch and a chopper. Left side, big hop for Ortiz, who had to wait on it. Hurries the throw across and takes care of Herrera for the first out. Ortiz kind of got caught between hops there, had to stay back on that ball, and was able to make a great throw across in plenty of time to take care of Herrera. And now here's Alec Burleson, who's 0 for 2. Burleson 0 for 3 in this series. Misiorowski's first pitch, swing and a miss, and an elevated fastball at 102. And it's 0-1. Don't miss George Webb's double play meal deal. 7 cheeseburgers, 2 orders of fries for $17.99. 0-1. Fouled back into the net. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Win, lose, home or away. Visit GeorgeWebb.com for locations and details. This is going to be the interesting part of the game, too, Josh, of what the Brewers do with Misiorowski. With a doubleheader today and all of these games, every out you can get from him is precious at this point. 0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. And Burleson stays alive at 0-2.
I mean, I'll tell you, he looks great. He's still throwing 102 miles an hour, that on his 80th pitch.
If he can get through this inning and be south of 90 pitches, what do you do in the 7th? I think that'll be a question. Pitch misses down and in, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I think a lot of it also might depend on whether or not he ends up pitching Sunday, depending on how long he goes here today.
Here's the 1-2, and he checked on a curveball down and away. That's a good take by Alec Burleson. That was not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Misiorowski looks in. And the 2-2. Swing and a chopper foul. First base side got a piece of that curveball. So he's flipped a few curveballs in there. Remember, he went after that elevated fastball on the first pitch. See if Miz goes back up there with another heater. 2-2 pitch. And rolled 1 foul. That was a fastball at 103.8. And he got a piece of it. I've been impressed with the Cardinals' ability to foul some pitches off. They have made Miz work at times here today. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Fastball at 104.0. He went upstairs with that fastball, and Burleson swung right through it. Another ortho ASAP strikeout for Miz. That's his 8th of the afternoon. And here's Jordan Walker. Walker had the 2-run home run back in the first, 1 for 2 today. Miz brings home the first pitch, a swing and a miss at a slider, and it's 0-1. Walker was trying to ambush a first pitch fastball, and Miz gave him the wrinkle. A 1. Chopped foul at the plate, gave him another slider, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. A 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Game 2 of this series, game 1 of this doubleheader. And now time is called by Walker as he steps out. Miz has been really good since he gave up that home run to Herrera in the 3rd. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with the slider, his 9th strikeout of the afternoon. Jacob Mizorowski has retired 11 in a row as he's through 6. And this game is tied at 3. We go to the 7th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Touch 'em all time, the Grand Tour. Jake McCarthy's 2nd homer of the game.
He has 10 ribbies in the last 24 hours.
Bomb! Bang! Grand slam!
And the Dodgers look like the comeback kids. They did it down 6-0 last night. They were down 3-0 tonight.
7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. It was the best version of Dylan Cease tonight.
That's hit pretty well. It's Gurriel out near the wall. He leaps up and he caught it. What a catch by Gurriel. He robs Mitchell of a 3-run homer.
On the ground, and a great stab by Schmidt. He touched the base, somehow threw to first and got the double play. That's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
Back in with the play-by-play, Josh Maurer.
Thank you, Lane. Hey, what else is new? The Brewers playing a close game.
Yeah.
Well, the 7th inning has been their inning the last couple of days. They won the games on both Sunday and Monday with big 7th inning rallies, and now it's a North Shore adult diaper pitching change. Ryan Stanek in. Cooper Pratt takes low and away ball 1 from the right-hander. Sometimes you need a change for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com. Cooper Pratt has walked and struck out, facing Stanek in the 1-0. Down and away, it is 2-0. So Bruce Zimmerman, I think if you're Oliver Marmol, gave you everything you could have hoped for in this emergency. Can't say start. He didn't pitch the first inning, but bulk relief appearance. 5 innings, 3 runs on 6 hits for Zimmerman. The 2-0. Pratt takes it high, and it's 3-0 on a fastball. Brewers got 6 hits against Zimmerman in his Cardinals debut, but he only walked 1 and threw 72 pitches. Now it's Stanek. The 3-0, taking all the way inside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Cooper Pratt. That's the 2nd time he's earned an ortho ASAP walk in this ballgame. It's the only 2 walks that the Brewers have received. So the go-ahead run aboard. Joey Ortiz coming up. Cardinals think maybe that he'll be bunting. Third baseman Fermin is already up on the grass as Joey walks into the box. Stanek was part of that 7th inning last night. He was the third pitcher in that 4-run rally. Joey not bunting, looks at strike one, knee high. It was off of this pitcher that Turang hit the eventual game-winning 2-run single yesterday. Tie ball game 3-3. Brewers bullpen quiet. Joey's 1 for 2 in the 0-1. Now he bunts. It's a good bunt. First base side. Made the first baseman Burleson field it. Flip to the pitcher. Pitcher not there in time. Ortiz is safe, but the second baseman was going over to cover the bag. Ortiz never saw him there, and Joey runs him over like a linebacker. And both Ortiz and that second baseman Torres go down in a heap. And a violent collision on a bunt base hit by Ortiz that leaves runners on first and second with nobody out.
And I think Stanek is hurt too. I mean, Joe, you said it right. That was Mike Singletary right there. I know we're on a Wisconsin-based broadcast, so maybe that's the wrong linebacker to say, but let's go Ray Nitschke. But that was a big-time hit that Joey Ortiz put on Torres. I think Stanek maybe twisted his ankle a little bit on the bag as he got to it.
Yeah, he was beaten to the bag by a step by Joey after he took the flip from Burleson. So Stanek got hurt with that. And then Joey just never seeing Brian Torres getting there. He was coming from second to try to help out, and Joey ran him over. Now, here's the good news. The athletic trainers have all come out. Brad Epstein came to look at Joey, and he says he's good. Cardinals have their trainer out looking at Stanek, one of the trainers, the other trainer looking at Torres. Man, it's like we're at a MASH unit. It was in that 7th inning last night, the first batter that started the 4-run rally for the Brewers, an infield hit for Garrett Mitchell, and Justin Brule was the Cardinals pitcher that gave it up, and he injured his ankle trying to make the play on that, and Brule had to leave the game. They didn't put him on the injured list. Now Stanek is trying to see if he's going to be able to continue. It does look like it's his ankle. Torres, I think, is good to continue.
It kind of overshadows what was an amazing bunt by Joey Ortiz. I mean, that's as good as you can get. Where he bunted it to, it put them in that awkward position where all of that transpired because it was such a good bunt by Joey.
The Brewers are going to have runners on at first and second with nobody out in a 3-3 game in the 7th. The left-hander Jojo Romero starts to get loose in the Cardinals bullpen. I mean, you might want him here anyway if you're Oliver Marmol, to be honest with you, because you've got Yelich, then Chourio, then Turang, the next 3 batters. So you could just say, hey, it's an injury and I'm going to take him out.
Yeah, and I think there was a little gamesmanship there too at them standing at the mound and talking for this long with Ryan Stanek. I think they knew they were bringing him out of this game and they were going to bring Romero in, but they bought Romero a few throws in the bullpen in the meantime.
But because it's an injury, he gets as long as he needs anyway.
He gets to get comfortable out there for a few pitches before he has to come in and get ready on the mound.
Well, the other thing is, there was certainly an injury to Stanek Lane, but he would not have been allowed to be removed.
In his last 5 at-bats, show he's yet to record a hit. There's some slug. Loud noises. That's what the folks came to Sacramento to see. And it came on a breaking ball.
It just kind of felt like it was going to happen. You just don't see him going for any period where he looks, I don't want to say overmatched, but you know, he hadn't had some real competitive swings. And you know that just isn't going to last.
Pack your bags. It's time for a road twib. In a brand new segment, we're hitting the road. And our first stop is a big one. It's Yankee Stadium. Opened in 2009, Yankee Stadium's majestic presentation reflects the iconic look of the original stadium that once stood just across the street. Make your way over to Monument Park to see a collection of plaques and retired numbers that honor both Yankee legends and baseball greats. Over at the Yankees Museum, look back at over 100 years of team history. Time to grab a bite to eat. Maybe the classic chicken bucket or the ice cream chicken bucket. Whatever your appetite, they've got something for you. But the main event is always Yankees baseball, and there's not a bad seat in the house. Sit with the bleacher creatures in right field and join in on the famous roll call. Or take your place in the judges' chambers. Action and history are at every turn, and all fans will find something to appreciate at the home of the Bronx Bombers.
Get hurt with a carefully crafted general liability policy from West Bend. Be sure your independent agent understands your business, because at West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
JoJo Romero says he's ready, so we will continue. It's the 7th inning. Brewers have Pratt at second. He walked. Ortiz at first had a bunt hit on which Ryan Stanek got injured and left. Tied at 3, and here's Christian Yelich. He bunts, but he bunts foul up the third baseline.
Yelly's such a good bunter, and this is a great spot to try to get a bunt down if you're the Brewers.
Christian's had a good game. Has a double and an RBI single, 2 out of 3. He's seen a lot of the veteran lefty JoJo Romero over the years. 1 for 7 career against him. Game tied at 3. Squares again. The pitch. Jabs at it. Bunts it. Foul again. That one right into the dirt in the batter's box. So it's 0-2. Probably takes away the sacrifice. Now let's see if Christian can put a ball in play and move the runners. Romero has been a big part of this Cardinals bullpen for several years. Left-hander's 0-2 pitch. Up and in on a sinker. 41st appearance of the season among the league leaders. 0-2 with a 3.69 earned run average. Now the infield backs up. Double play depth all the way around. 1-2. Line drive towards left field. Base hit. And it's rolling all the way to the fence. Scoring is Pratt. Ortiz will be held at third as Nootbaar throws it in. And Christian Yelich goes the opposite way to give the Brewers the lead. RBI double in the 7th inning. It is 4-3 Milwaukee. The third hit of the day for Yelich. He could not get the bunt down, and he did one better. Got a hit instead.
5th double of this game for the Brewers as a team. The MAC Fund is happy.
$75 donation again from West Bend Insurance, the silver lining. Now Jackson Chourio, second and third, nobody out. And he takes outside corner from Romero, a strike. That's a beautiful opposite field swing that Yelich has. Kept it fair, about 2 feet inside the chalk. Jackson's 0 for 3. The 0-1. Tipped foul to the backstop on a changeup. It's 0-2. Brewers have the lead for the first time this afternoon, and Mizorowski, it looks like, is going to go back to the mound when we get to the bottom of the 7th. The 0-2. Chourio tried to check on one down low. He did, says the first base umpire upon appeal. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jackson's 0 for 7 in the series thus far. Ortiz at third, Yelich second base. The 1-2. Ground ball to third. Infield is in. It's right at Fermin, who picks it, looks the runner back, and throws out Chourio. Big first out in the inning. Second and third, 1 out. And Bryce Terang coming up. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. Along with Lane Grindle and Kent Sommerfeld, Josh Mauer here. Bryce Terang up, squares the bunt, pulls back, takes breaking ball at the top of the zone for strike 1 from JoJo Romero. The Brewers have just taken the lead 4-3 in the 7th. Trying to add on, and the Cardinals have the infield all the way in. Bryce is 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Fooled him with a breaking ball. So it's 0-2. Terang has had great success in his career against JoJo Romero. But 0-2 here. The pitch. Breaking ball just missed. Good take on ball one. Those are fans seated right below our broadcast booth trying to start a wave. That's the excitement that you hear in the background of my voice. Nothing to do with what's happening on the field. 5 for 10 against Romero in his career as Terang. The 1-2. Low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 seventh innings in a row. The Brewers have had a rally. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Trying to add on. Runners at second and third. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball, and that was a massive couple of batters from Romero. It's still second and third now with 2 out, and the infield can go back to normal depth. Boy, it looked like the Brewers, with Churio and Terang up, would have at least gotten Ortiz home from third, but they couldn't. Now the Cardinals will intentionally walk William Contreras, and that'll load the bases for Jake Bauers. Third time today that Bryce Terang has struck out. So Contreras given first, and Jake Bauers is being called back to the dugout. They're going to pinch hit. Andrew Vaughn has emerged. So Bauers, who has 2 doubles today, will be removed in favor of the left-handed hitting specialist, Andrew Vaughn, and the catcher Crooks goes out to visit with Romero. What a big spot in this game with the Brewers leading 4-3. This is the score by which they won last night. And they want to get another run or 2 at least. Make it easier on that bullpen whenever they get there. So here comes Vaughn for his first at bat of the series. Andrew this season hitting .328, couple of homers and 24 driven in. But the reason Pat Murphy plays this card, what he does against left-handed pitching. .404 against lefties this season.
2 for 6 with a double against Romero in his career.
First pitch, breaking ball right in there. Called strike 1. 0-1. Everybody back at regular depth, of course. The pitch. Down in the dirt on a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Crooks smothers it. The RBI double by Yelich has provided the only run of the inning thus far. 4-3 Milwaukee leads. But the base is loaded with 2 out. Romero set the 1-1. Ground ball hit towards the hole at short, but played with a backhand there by Weatherholt. He double clutched. He throws to first, and it's just in time to get Vaughn. Picked by Burleson. Inning over, and the Brewers get 1, but feel like they left several still out there. Weatherholt had a little indecision there, but he just got Vaughn by a step. Time to stretch. Mizorowski back.
I'm Jonathan Mayer, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
He's coming home. Here's the throw. He is safe. A stolen base. He steals home. Jaron Duran steals home. It is 6-0. Well, with a lefty, they always have to be aware with a guy with that kind of speed at third.
It's so close. See if he gets that hand just in. He slides to the inside away from Bo Naylor. He's safe. He's safe.
Definitely looked it there.
But he's in there.
Full of flavor. Carbless. Find your bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Hey, Brewers fans, make watching the games from home more comfortable this season with Steinhafels, Wisconsin's furniture and mattress leader. Shop in store and online at steinhafels.com.
First time today, Jacob Mizorowski is working with a lead, 4-3 Milwaukee as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. He has retired the last 11 consecutive Cardinals batters that he's faced and has permitted only 3 hits in the game, but 2 of them are homers. Lars Nootbaar has the other hit. It was a double, and he'll lead off here. Nootbaar, Torres, and Church due up. First pitch to Lars, down and in. It almost hit him in the foot. Curveball. He did get back out of the way, though, from ball 1. Great job by Jojo Romero there to limit the damage. Just the 1 run scored. You had second and third, nobody out after that, but nothing further for the Brewers. Came across. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 101 miles an hour, 2-0. Aaron Ashby is getting loose in the bullpen. First activity in that pen today for Milwaukee. Nootbaar 1 for 2 with that double. Miz with a 2-0. In at the knees, poured it over, 101 miles an hour, 2-1 on his 91st pitch of the outing. He has walked none and struck out 9. 2-1. Strike 2 called with a cutter. Broke right over the heart of the plate. Nootbaar watched it go by. 2-2. Game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. Brewers hoping to earn another come-from-behind win. Take the first 2 games of the series. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. 102-mile-an-hour seed. Right on the inside corner. Nootbaar rung up. Strikeout number 10 for Miz. Another double-digit K performance. And he has now retired 12 consecutive batters faced. And this has been a day where he has gotten better as the game has gotten longer. Brian Torres up there, swings and pulls one deep but out of play down the right field line. Torres, the lefty, got out in front of 101-mile-an-hour heat. Loud strike, 0-1. The last time that Miz faced the Cardinals back on Memorial Day, that memorable one, he went 7 full innings. Gave up 2 hits and a run. Here's a foul wide of third by Torres, and the count goes to 0-2 strikes. He has struck out and flown to deep right. That was a bunt attempt there that went wide of third on that strike 2. Milwaukee 4, St. Louis 3, bottom of the 7th. Mizorowski ready. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called with a slider. Challenged by Torres. It's right at the top of the zone, and I think it's going to stand as the 4th consecutive Miz punch out. Yep. Wham! On the ABS Challenge presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Back-to-back backwards Ks to begin the 7th inning for Miz.
Yeah, 10 double-digit strikeout games this season now for Miz. Goodness. 167 strikeouts on the year.
Nathan Church, 0 for 2. Takes strike 1 with a curveball. The 7th inning stretch, by the way, was sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Escape to the Island Resort and Casino, where championship golf, relaxing spa treatments, great dining, and casino excitement create the perfect summer getaway. 2 out now in the 0-1. Inside, 102 miles an hour on his 98th pitch. On a hot day, it's getting up. The real feel out there in the sun is in the 90s. 1-1 to Church. Swing and a miss. 103 on the gun if you round up. Kept it out away from the left-handed hitter. He couldn't touch it. It's 1-2. Well, this is, you figure now, certainly the final inning of the afternoon for Mizorowski, and he wants to finish it in style. See if he can strike out the final 5 batters that he faces. 2 out, nobody aboard. Ready for the 1-2 pitch. Line foul. Got a piece of 103 miles an hour. Church sprayed it opposite way. It was down that left field side. So 100 pitches now for Miz. 4-3 Brewers. 1-2. Tapped foul on a curveball. That's a nice piece of hitting by Church, a rookie. Still 1-2. $24,422. The crowd for game one of this doubleheader watching it. Brewers up a run. 1-2 again. Foul back again. High fastball. That was 103.4 miles an hour on the 102nd pitch.
Jeez.
Miz is smiling. He said, how did he hit that?
Goodness. It's an impressive at bat that Church is putting together.
There have been 13 straight Cardinals faced that Miz has retired. 2 out, 1-2 again. Ground ball hit towards third. Played by Ortiz over near shortstop. Throws to first and got him by a step. Inning over, outing over for Mizorowski. And what a job he did to settle into this ball game. After a couple of early homers.
Fenway Park is no stranger to passionate fans. But last week, the iconic ballpark was treated to a jolt of pure energy.
No Scotland, no party. You're getting invaded by the Scots.
Thousands of Scottish soccer fans have traveled to the U.S. for the World Cup. Eager for a taste of our national pastime, the Tartan Army took their bagpipes to the streets of Boston and unleashed a party to remember. And of course, this included marching into Fenway Park, kilts and all. The Red Sox rolled out the red carpet, honoring their new friends from across the pond with a Scottish celebration night. Safe to say the Scots were grateful, busting out non-stop chants as the Sox took on the Rangers. But the Tartan Army wasn't done there. The drums and bagpipes hit Yankee Stadium next before continuing on to Miami. And inside Lone Depot Park, these brand new baseball fans got to see renowned Scottish soccer star Billy Gilmore throw out the first pitch. March on, Tartan Army. Glad you had a great time at the ballpark. Welcome to the big leagues.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
A line drive, deep center, it's gone, a walk-off home run.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
After another great outing from Jacob Mizorowski, the Brewers lead 4-3 as we go to the 8th. Well, Justin Brule left yesterday's game for the Cardinals on the mound with an ankle injury, but he's back. Brule will pitch the 8th against Mitchell, Frelick, and Pratt, and here to call it is Lane.
All right, thank you, Josh. Yeah, Brule gave up a run in an inning and a third last night. First pitch to Mitchell is a swing and a miss at a sweeper. It's 0-1. Garrett's had another good day today. What a stretch of baseball he's in the middle of. He's 2 for 3 today and 4 for 6 in this series for Mitchell. Brule's 0-1 pitch is lined foul and out of play. Down the left field line, it's no balls and 2 strikes. Mitchell did not face Brule in last night's game. Brule's 0-2 pitch, and that's a called strike on the outside edge, and Mitchell strikes out. I'm being told he did by Josh.
Yeah, he was the one that had that infield hit in which he got hurt.
I can't read my scorebook very well. Here's Sal Frelick. First pitch is hit off the end of the bat, foul back behind home plate, and it's 0-1. I thought I had pretty good penmanship.
You do.
Yeah.
Top of the 7th.
Oh,
leadoff.
yeah, he was the only batter he faced in the 7th. That's right. 0-1. And a breaking ball dropped in there for a strike on Frelick. It's no balls and 2 strikes.
I appreciate your commitment to accuracy on the broadcast.
Yeah, it's just, well, I was more concerned about myself when you signaled to me he did face him. I said, well, where? The 0-2 pitch. Bounced foul, first base side, stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Today's 8th inning is being brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council. Earn great union wages and benefits, building Wisconsin's infrastructure. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org. That's liunawisconsin.org, and feel the power. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer over the head of Brule. Charging it is the shortstop Weatherholt. Throws to first in time. And he got Frelick. 2 away. I'll get Cooper Pratt to the plate. Been a good day at the plate for Cooper Pratt. Been a good road trip for Cooper Pratt. 2 walks today. Both times that he's walked, he's led off the inning with a walk, and it's led to runs. That's been a good thing for the Brewers. First pitch to Cooper Pratt is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Speaking of runs, this is a North Shore adult diaper pitching change for the Cardinals with Brule out there. Go to northshore.com for all your adult diaper needs. Pitch misses low to Pratt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cooper hitting an even 200 on the season. 4-3 Brewers here in the top of the 8th inning. The 1-1. And flinched at a sweeper for a strike. It's 1-2. Cooper will take his time out and step out of the box momentarily. Baseball season, it is also shandy season right now, baseball fans. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, a refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's, flavor the moment. 2 outs, nobody on here, top of the 8th inning. And the 1-2 to Pratt is a sharply hit ground ball to the second baseman Torres. Fields it, throws to first, and the Brewers go down in order in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of 8. Brewers going to the bullpen. They lead at 4-3.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Boomer is the dog. Doesn't he look good? Just follow this picture all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Cracked to deep center field. Varsho going back as far as he can go. And Langoliers has a grand slam. 6-2 A's. Shea's 3rd home run of the series is a grand slam. And they have blown this game wide open.
And in grand fashion.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, a 4-3 Brewers lead. Aaron Ashby takes over on the mound. What another great start for Jacob Misiorowski. This one, in many ways, as impressive as the nights when he just dominated the lineup. He had some hiccups early and dialed it in and retired the last 14 he faced. 7 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, and 11 strikeouts for Misiorowski today. Fermin leads off for the Cardinals. And a swing and a miss against a sinker at 97 up and away from Ashby. Ashby a 3.25 ERA on the season. He's been a Swiss Army knife for the Brewers in that bullpen. 43rd appearance. The pitch caught the inside corner with a strike, and it's 0-2. This is where managing the bullpen gets interesting for Pat Murphy, Chris Hook, Jim Henderson and company. You heard Murph in the pregame show. The 0-2 pitch missed down and in with a curveball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. You'd like to stay away from pitching anybody twice today. That's always a difficult thing to ask of a reliever. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fermin. Ashby raises the leg in the pitch. A fly ball into center. Mitchell fighting the sun. He can't find it. Now he's got it. Reaches up and makes the catch with the sunglasses on for the first out. Didn't look like he had it initially, but he found it in time to get there and make the catch. And we're going to have a pinch hitter here, I believe, for the Cardinals. Yes, Nelson Velasquez is going to hit for Brian Torres. So Chris Hook is on his way out for a Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound to talk things over with Aaron Ashby. Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, over 95 kiosks. It's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. I said for Torres, I meant for Crooks, that Nelson Velasquez would be hitting. 4 here. Velasquez started last night's game in left field and went 1 for 3 with a double before he was replaced by Newbar out there in left. Right-handed hitter up there against the lefty Ashby. First pitch is down and away with a sinker at 97. It's 1-0. Well, as the boys of summer grind their way through another pennant chase, enjoy every inning with baseball's favorite comfort food. 1-0, swing and a miss at a changeup, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Velasquez. You know what that is. That would be Usinger sausage. Nothing beats a 1-2-3 ninth inning save, and nothing saves a tailgate like an extra pack of Usingers. Don't get caught short. 1-1, swing and a miss. Double down with the changeup. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Velasquez. I'm an overpacker when we go on these long road trips. And when I go to a tailgate party, I'm an overpacker in that way too. Bring more than you need.
No such thing as overpacking for a tailgate.
No, you start passing out the extra brats to your neighbors that are tailgating next to you. You make friends for life. 1-2 pitch. Bounce that one in the dirt all the way back to the backstop, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on here. Bottom of the 8th inning. Weatherholt in the on-deck circle for St. Louis. Velasquez, the pinch hitter at the plate. And a 2-2 count against him. First of 2 here today. This doubleheader in St. Louis. Ashby, the 2-2 pitch. Missed outside of the changeup. He didn't chase that one, and the count is full. It's 3-2. Brewers won last night's game 4-3. They lead by the same score right now in the 8th. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and he got him looking. A curveball and a beauty from Aaron Ashby. And he strikes out Velasquez for the 2nd out of the inning. Ortho ASAP strikeout. And there are 2 away for J.J. Weatherholt.
Woo. What a pitch that was. That's a knee buckler.
I mean, when that curveball is good, it is good from Aaron Ashby. And the lollipop throw from Contreras down to 3rd at the end of the strikeout was something to behold as well. Here's a bouncing ball to first. Fielded by Vaughn. Flips to Ashby, and he's late to the bag. Weatherholt beat it out. Not a well-struck ball at all. Just a ground ball, but in a difficult place for Vaughn and Ashby to get to it. Ashby was falling off the mound the other way. He was at a dead sprint trying to get there, but Weatherholt just beat him to the bag. Good feed from Andrew Vaughn. That's just a great hustle play by J.J. Weatherholt. I don't know that you can do much but tip your cap. Infield single for Weatherholt. And the tying run is aboard for the Cardinals, and a very dangerous hitter to the plate, Navon Herrera. Launched a home run back in the 3rd, his 11th of the season. He's had some big swings against the Brewers over the years. Ashby looks at first, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. The pitch. That is low with the changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ivan Herrera. 2 outs, runner at first here in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-1. Now time was called by Herrera right as Ashby was getting into the windup. It'll stay at 1 ball and 1 strike. That was a very late time granted by Clint Vondrack, the home plate umpire. Now Herrera climbs back in there. Ashby's 1-1. He is lined into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Frelick gets it on a couple of hops. Going first to third is Weatherhold, and the Cardinals have him on the corners with 2 away. It is a single going the other way by Ivan Herrera. That's the bad news. The good news is you got a lefty-lefty matchup here with Burleson for Ashby. No doubt this is the guy you're going to come after with Walker in the on-deck circle. You're going to come right after Alec Burleson here if you're the Brewers in Double-A. Burleson 0 for 3 in this game, 0 for 4 in this series. Ashby brings home the first pitch, and he missed down and away with a sinker. It's 1-0. This one has been a tight one all the way. Brewers play so many close games, you get a little bit used to it. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and a nasty curveball down in the dirt, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Blocked nicely by Contreras as well. Tying run is 90 feet away for St. Louis. Go ahead run is at first base, but there are 2 outs. Ash becomes set at the belt, and the 1-1 pitch, and he nailed the inside corner with a sinker at 98, and it's 1-2. St. Louis has just 1 ABS challenge remaining. The Brewers have both of theirs. Ashby trying to get himself through this inning. Here's the 1-2 to Burleson. And a chopper back up the middle. Takes a wicked hop on Terang, who runs to the bag himself at second and retires Herrera. And the Brewers get out of it. Boy, that hit the lip. And Terang stayed with it beautifully and then just elected to go straight to the.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal and I played with Eddie and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards and I know.
There's the bunt. That could be trouble as Petrie. No, Stevie dives in and beats it. Good effort by Steve Lyons.
And that'll be a base hit right there. Good job. I'll tell you one thing, not a bad defensive play either by the Tigers.
Did you see that? He's going to get the dirt out, and all of a sudden he unbuckled his pants and they fell down.
And now the second walk of the inning. The throw goes through into center field. Oh my, you never see that happen.
Here's the throw by Ibanez. It is way offline. The throw to second goes into center field. The throw to third goes into the Ranger dugout. Is that a home run? It is in some leagues.
Just throwing the bat at it. Look out. My goodness.
Grounded back to the mound. Cruz bobbles again. Picks it up and throws it away.
Oh, come on.
That's because their agents are always there to protect your dreams.
Joey Ortiz will lead off the top of the 9th inning for the Brewers. A 4-3 lead for the Crew. Justin Bruhl still out there on the mound for St. Louis. First pitch is way outside with a sweeper. It's 1-0. Brewers looking for some Network Health Insurance runs here in this 9th inning. Win big with a health insurance plan from Network Health. Visit networkhealth.com today to find the perfect plan for you. The 1-0 pitch to Ortiz is a liner into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit for Joey. His third hit of this game for Ortiz. It has been quite a road trip for Joey. That's his 6th hit of this road trip. And David Hamilton went on the injured list earlier today. It's going to provide a lot of playing time for Joey over at third base, and he's taken advantage of it so far today. So that'll get Yelich to the plate for the 5th time. He is 3 for 4 in this game with a pair of doubles. He's driven in 2 today. Brule's pitch is way outside. It gets away from Pages, the catcher, and moving up 90 feet is Joey Ortiz. Well, that got away from Pages, who just came in to catch after Velasquez pinch hit for Crooks. And it rolled all the way almost to the third base bag, probably 80% of the way there. It'll be a pass ball on Pages. 1 ball and no strikes on Yelich. Now a huge insurance run is in scoring position for the Brewers. Brule looks back at second base. Kicks and delivers, and Yelich a fly ball to left. Going back is Nootbaar. It's twisting foul and out of play, and it's 1-1. Yelich has done such a good job of staying on those pitches away from his hands like that sinker just was on the outer half and sending that ball to left field. That one he couldn't keep fair. Yelich 1 for 4 with an RBI against Brule in his career. And he lays off a sweeper down and away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Ortiz at second base with nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. Brule comes set just above the belt. Kicks and delivers. And this one is hit foul and out of play down the left field line. It's 2-2 on Yelich. Chourio in the on-deck circle. If there is a Brewer that is due, it is Jackson Chourio, who is due up next. 0 for 8 so far in this series. There is action in the Cardinals bullpen, so I'm not sure Chourio would face Brule. As Brule steps off and looks Ortiz back to the bag at second base. Two balls and 2 strikes on Yelich. The pitch, Yelich, a fly ball to left. This is shallow. Long run in for Nootbaar. Still coming in and makes the catch in fair territory. That's a really nice play by Nootbaar. William holding that up just a little bit, helping him out to get into position to make that catch. 1 step in fair territory, kind of in no man's land. Gordon Graceffo, the right-hander, is getting loose in the Cardinals bullpen, but it looks like Ollie Marmol's going to stick with the left-hander Justin Brule to face the right-handed hitter Jackson Chourio. It's an interesting move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. First pitch to Chourio is a ground ball to short. A couple of hops to Weatherholt. He will throw across to first in time. Streaking to third on the play is Ortiz. He's there with 2 outs. So it didn't burn Ollie Marmol. Chourio got a sinker down below the zone and pounded it into the dirt. Good pitch by Brule. So it'll be up to Terang. Runner at third with 2 outs here. That is a huge insurance run in the back pocket of Joey Ortiz. Brule's first offering to Bryce is down and away. It's 1-0. Bryce had the big swing in last night's game. Struck out against Romero back in the 7th inning in a big spot. The 1-0 pitch. And a backup sweeper in there for a strike. It's 1-1. But Bryce has been a clutch hitter for this Brewers team all season long. 4-3 Brewers. They've out-hit the Cardinals 10-5 in this game. Here's the 1-1. And Terang swings on it and fouls it back. He got one to hit there, and he just missed it. Sinker at 90. It was middle. And Bryce would love to see that pitch again, because that's a pitch he does a lot of damage with typically, as Abner Uribe is playing catch in the Brewers bullpen. One ball and 2 strikes on Terang. Brule brings home the pitch, and Bryce took a breaking ball up and in. Actually, fastball up and in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turang 1 for 3 against Brule with a strikeout. In his career. Here's the 2-2 to Bryce. And he laid off a sweeper outside. The count is full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, you'd love to get Contreras up. Now, he won't face Brule, I can promise you that. They'll bring the right-hander in to face Contreras if Turang could reach. Brule steps off now and uses the disengagement with Ortiz over there at third base. Turang back in the box, looking out. 0 for 4 today. 3-2 pitch and a foul out of play third base side. We'll do it again at 3-2. Bryce has a 9-game hitting streak. More than likely on the line with this at bat. He's not worried about that. He's just trying to get that run in from third. Brule's 3-2 pitch, and that one missed down and away. It's going to be challenged by Pages, and he's going to lose it. That missed down below the zone. It's going to be a walk for Turang. The challenge brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. So it is a 2-out walk for Turang, and the Brewers have first and third here with 2 away. And will Contreras face Brule? Ollie Marmol again is just going to stay with it, I think. Well, now Pages is going to go out and visit, and Graceffo should be more than ready. He's been out there and getting ready. Trips to the mound brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, and over 95 kiosks. It's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. I'll be interested to see if Marmol goes out there and brings in the right-hander to face Contreras here when this visit between Pages and Brule is broken up. But it looks like he's going to stick with Brule against the right-handed hitter Contreras, and he did this with Churio. It didn't burn him, and he's going to stick with it here. And this also could be part of a doubleheader being in play here, just trying to get every out you can get without bringing a new arm in. First pitch to Contreras is down and in. It's 1-0.
They've really leaned on Brule these first couple of games of the series. Remember, he went multiple innings yesterday before he got hurt.
He's on 27 pitches in this outing. You won't see him tonight. Probably won't see him tomorrow, one would think. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. There goes the runner. The 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. No throw from Pages. He'll just eat the baseball. 1-1 at the plate on Contreras. It's a stolen base for Turang. Stolen base is brought to you by Delta Dental. Fellow fanatics, personal cheerleaders, your #1 fans. All the reasons you smile. The 1-1. And Contreras took low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Second and third now for the Crew. A base hit could really change the outlook of the bottom of the 9th inning for the Brewers. Here's the 2-1 to Contreras. And a ground ball right side. Ranging to his left is Torres. Fields throws to first in time and retires Contreras. The inning is over. Good job by Brule to work around all that traffic and put up a 0 in the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of 9, 4-3 Brewers on the.
Time is called. There is a black cat on the field on the third base side.
Remember the guy that picked up that one cat a couple of years ago? He got bit.
Don't do it, Kevin. Don't do it.
What a pair of hands he's got. Here's the play of the game right here. Elster with those great hands, and he puts that glove hand out there without a glove. Makes the play.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards are memories.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. Gino swung on, crushed. High, deep left field. There it goes. Goodbye. Into the second deck. A 3-run go-ahead blast.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez to the second deck. And he thunders the Reds ahead 3-2. Well, there was absolutely no doubt about that one right there. 431 feet for Suarez.
That ball was smashed.
Abner Uribe is on for a Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club save opportunity when the game is on the line. The Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. Uribe will get Walker, Nootbaar, Torres. That's who's scheduled to hit here. In the bottom of the ninth inning, it's a 4-3 Brewers lead. Abner, 37th appearance of the year, 4-2 with a 2.78 ERA, 5 saves. Pitched on Sunday, an inning and 2/3 against the Diamondbacks. Has been really good of late for the Brewers. And now couldn't hear the pitch comm, so he steps off, and Clint Vondrack, the home plate umpire, going out there to confirm that. William Contreras is out there as well, and they're going to run a new pitch comm controller out to Abner, it would appear. 4-3, Brewers lead it here. Bottom of the ninth inning. They've out-hit the Cardinals 10-5. They have done just enough to this point, but they've got 3 big outs still to get for the Brewers. And a tough part of this lineup to go through, especially the guy that leads it off, and Jordan Walker.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun battle here. You know, Abner's fired up for it. This is as dangerous of a hitter as St. Louis can throw up against you.
Jordan Walker, for the last couple of years, a big-time prospect that probably had been dubbed as a failed prospect by many, probably given up on by many. The Cardinals stuck with him, believed in him, and he has fulfilled the promise in 2026. He is an all-star, and he is one of the best hitters in the National League in 2026. First pitch from Uribe is swung on and fouled back into the net. It's 0-1. He's right there in the conversation in basically every Triple Crown category among the league leaders. Has a home run earlier in this game. It was a 2-run home run off Mizorowski all the way back in the first inning. No balls and 1 strike on Walker. Uribe kicks, delivers, and this one's popped up. Foul territory, back behind home plate, now to play. And it's 0-2. Got a piece of a slider that was up and away from Uribe. So he started him out with a sinker at 99. And then the slider away, and he's got him in an 0-2 hole. Brewers trying to win game 1 of this doubleheader and game 2 of the series. It would put them in a great position the rest of this series. 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Left side of the infield. Ortiz battling the sun, but he finds it, makes the catch. A few steps behind the third base bag. There's one away. That's a big first out for Abner Uribe. And here's Lars Nootbaar. Now you got to navigate some lefties, though, if you're Abner. So even though Walker is the guy that strikes the most fear in you, he a right-handed hitter, which Abner has dominated righties for the most part this year. First pitch to Nootbaar is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Abner a .93 ERA in his last 18 appearances. That's 19 1/3 innings and just 2 earned runs allowed. The 0-1. That missed low with a sinker at 100 miles an hour, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Be hard to find better stuff than what the Brewers' 3 pitchers have run out there against the Cardinals today, with Miz, Ashby, and now Uribe. The 1-1 pitch. That missed low with a slider. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. All 3 of them have the ability to go triple digits. We know that, of course, with Mizorowski. That's a triple digits plus situation with Miz. Here's the 2-1. And he landed a slider for a strike. It's 2-2. Brewers trying to go to 4-1 on this road trip. What a start to the trip it would be if they can get these final 2 outs here. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and just missed a little bit low with a sinker at 101 miles an hour. Low, maybe a touch in. It was a really close pitch. That's a tough take for Newbar. It was not a strike. 3-2, and he checked his swing. It's going to be challenged by Contreras. Sinker, and this one's going to be almost the same exact spot as the pitch before, so it'll be a walk to Newbar. Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. So now it'll be Brian Torres, who has never faced Uribe in his career. That is, for Newbar, the 4th time that he's faced Uribe. He's drawn 3 walks against him. And it was officially 0 for 1. Pinch runner over at first base for St. Louis. That is Mason Wynn over there running for the Cardinals. So they get a little speed on the bases. Not that Newbar is slow, but Wynn very fast. First pitch to Torres is a little low with a sinker, 100 miles an hour. It's 1-0. So the tying run is on. The winning run is at the plate now for the Cardinals. Abner not getting that low strike call. Those pitches have been down below the zone, though. 1-0. And a check swing. He went, says home plate umpire Clint Vondrack. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Cardinals dugout wanted them to check, but I think they got that right. Pretty close. Pretty close. Clint Vondrack didn't ask for help and charged Torres with a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here. 0 for 3 today for Torres. Here's the pitch. Missed up and away. It's 2-1. Another lefty and Nathan Church in the on-deck circle. 4-3 Brewers lead with 1 away here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's the 2-1. And he clipped the outside corner with a slider. It is 2-2. St. Louis out of ABS challenges, so there was no ability to challenge for Torres. He would have lost it anyway. It was a strike on that outside edge. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Uribe out of the stretch. Long hold, letting that pitch clock wind down. It's at 5. And now brings home the pitch and a pop-up. Foul territory, long run for Ortiz over near the stands. It'll find the seats 2 rows deep. And out of play, it stays at 2-2 here on Torres. Torres is 0 for 4 in the series as he made the final out of last night's game in the 9th inning against Trevor McGill. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. Uribe brings home the pitch, and he got him looking. A sinker at 100 miles an hour on the inside edge. It's an ortho ASAP strikeout for Uribe, and there's 2 down. Oh, a nasty pitch from Abner. 100 miles an hour, just dotted the inside edge. That was some paint from Abs. And there are 2 away. And before Nathan Church comes to the plate, Contreras out there for a Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound to talk things over with Uribe. Church 1 for 7 in the series, 0 for 3 today. Faced Mizorowski in his previous 3 at-bats. Now facing Abner Uribe. First pitch to him is swung on and chopped foul at the plate. It's 0-1. Got on top of a sinking fastball at 99. That was at the very bottom of the strike zone. Vaughn holding Wynn on over at first base. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a foul out of play behind home plate. It's 0-2, and the Cardinals down to their last strike. Brewers trying to get this doubleheader started off on the right foot with a victory in game 1. They're a strike away from doing so. Uribe looks in. Here's the 0-2 to Church. And a pop-up foul back and out of play. And it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Church looks out at Uribe. Comes set at the belt. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sharply hit to first. Gobbled up by Vaughn. He steps on the bag, and the Brewers have taken game 1 of this doubleheader, winning game 2 of this series by the same final score as game 1 last night. A 4-3 victory over the Cardinals here this afternoon. Uribe slammed the door in the 9th, and the Brewers win their 4th game of this road trip already. They are 4-1 on this marathon of a trip headed into the All-Star break. The Brewers with a chance to win this series already tonight if they can win game 2 of this doubleheader coming up a little bit later on.
And just a quick point, Lane, before we go to break about this road trip. The Brewers have those 4 wins. 1 was in 11 innings, and then the next 3 have been 1-run wins. I mean, every game that they've won here in this trip, heartstopper. The 1 loss was a 1-run loss.
And comeback victories as well, Josh.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive stuff. This is what good teams do. They win games late. They make the plays late.
It's off the wall. 2 runs are going to score.
Look at this shot. Little Darren Baker was standing very close behind home plate.
Darren Baker, who's only 3 years old.
And JT Snow picked him up and carried him out of there.
Thank goodness that JT Snow was aware.
That was amazing.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Brincones comes running in. He dives. He made the catch. Diving play. Dansby slots it for the winner.
He's at the wall and he makes the catch.
The throw there is in time to get him. From the edge of the outfield grass, he throws in time. What a play. The 20-year-old rookie does it again. Oh, man, what a play.
Griffin ranging. He does it again.
Watson charging hard. Dives and made the catch.
Grab for the leap by McGonigal at short.
Reeled in on a diving grab by Green.
Charged by Altuve. Barehand by Jose. And the play at first out.
Sliding to make a super catch is Lane Thomas.
Going out Cole Emerson with a leap. And